Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and we have a lot to talk about today. So before we get into it, I'm gonna just get this out of the way. Please do me a favor, do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. It really helps me out with the channel and it lets me know that you are rocking with the content. I am currently on the road to 10K, so please do me a favor, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Also follow me on all of my social media platforms too at WattsTV94. That is my Twitter, Instagram, and my TikTok, etc, etc. Also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/watts_tv94. A streaming schedule will be put out this week, so be on the lookout for that. And also join the Discord. I will have a link to that in the description down below. Excuse me. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about Cat Williams, man. So for those of you who do not know, Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. I forgot that was the name, Club Shay Shay. But yes, Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and they had a 2-hour long conversation. And within that conversation, Cat has made a lot of claims and accusations as well that have gone stupidly viral on the internet. It has gone ridiculously viral. This video was put out a couple of days ago and it already has 27 million views on YouTube. So if that doesn't tell you anything, that should tell you that Cat must have said something that was big, right, for it to go this crazy viral. This is also one of the reasons why it's taken me such a long time to make this video, because I wanted to take my time and properly dissect it, and it's 2 hours and 46 minutes long. So I have notes. I've taken notes, and I want to talk about it because I feel like I have points that no one has really made, well, besides some of you in my Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't yet. Shameless plug. But yeah, there's a point that I want to make that I feel like no one is really talking about. So yeah, I just want to hop right into it. All right, so first things first, I'm not gonna hold you. The majority of this interview, right, of course it's about Cat, but a huge part of this interview was basically him talking about other comics and essentially how they steal other material. And Cat was naming off names. He said Cedric the Entertainer has stole jokes. He also said that Steve Harvey has stolen jokes as well. And guys, this does not surprise me, and there are actually receipts to this. Yes, they have stolen jokes before. And this is, if you are a lover of comedy like I am, you know that this is a problem that is constantly happening through like the comedy scene. Like, people steal jokes all the time. You hear a lot of these big comics complain about it, and not even just the black ones, because I've been hearing that a lot as well. Not even just the black ones, the white ones too. Matter of fact, kind of recently, Theo Von has accused the writers of the show Dave of stealing a lot of his material. So this is nothing new under the sun for comics. Like, comics are known to steal material all the time. So when Cat mentioned Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, and I mean, you guys can look online, like there are receipts of them actually stealing, jokes, and I wholeheartedly believed him on that. That's not far-fetched at all. Something that has bothered me when it comes to this topic of comics stealing each other's material, or in this instance, these comics stealing Cat's material. People felt like Cat Williams was just attacking other black comedians. Bro, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Not to me, in my opinion. After watching the interview, that's not what I got out of it. If you steal something of mine, something that I've worked on, something that I've held, something that I have been working on for years, for months, because this is not something that you just come up with in a day or in a night. You have to try it out. You have to figure out different ways, like how to move. Do you want to be a little more animated on stage? Do you want to be a little more reserved? These are things that you have to try out, like perfecting a joke. And this was a big, a joke that Cedric the Entertainer supposedly stole from Cat Williams was a big joke. He said this was like his closer. So a lot a lot of jokes like that take time. They take time to set up. And Cat has said that. He said it took a lot of time. So rightfully so, he's pissed off. I just don't like this narrative that he's only coming after black comedians and yada yada yada. I don't think that's the case. The man is obviously pissed off because his jokes were stolen, and I think he has a right. He has a right to speak out against that. Honestly, I would let him talk his shit. Like, get that off your chest. I agree. If someone is stealing a joke, I think they should be called out. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I mean, hell, this doesn't even just apply to like comedy. It's the same. I mean, hip hop as well. A lot of your favorite artists do not write their music. They have ghostwriters, believe it or not. I know you probably won't believe me, but hey, they do. The biggest. There are only some where I absolutely believe their pen is just sharp. And J. Cole is probably only one of the few where I just believe his pen is just like super sharp and it's only him behind that pen. Now, it's different if someone is adding like a hook or something. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. But that was one of the main things that I wanted to address because I really I'm not mad at Cat for expressing his frustrations, for his creativity, for something that he created, something that he molded. To see that be stolen by another comedian, yeah, it's gonna piss you off. Hell, if that was me, I'd be pissed off too. So again, I don't think it's not a racial thing. Like, he's rightfully so. Like, he's mad, and I understand, and it's frustrating again because this is a thing with comedians. I don't know why, but it's just a thing. All right, before I say this, let me preface this with I love Cat Williams, okay? I think he's a fantastic comedian. I think he is hilarious. Cat Williams is one of those comedians that has actually had me in tears. Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy. Like, these are comedians that have actually made me like cry laughing before. So I respect Cat. I really do. I respect his craft, and his jokes are just on another level. Like, I have the utmost respect for Cat, and I think he's genuinely funny, and I like his material. However, I'm just confused on when everyone else started to stand Cat Williams this hard. This has never, you people, a lot of you have not supported Cat Williams to this magnitude. But the moment that he has tea on other comedians, on other celebrities, you tune in, you be like, oh man, he this is the truth. Cat is the truth. Where the fuck were you? Where were you? When did you? Because you were not standing Cat Williams this hard back in 2016 when he was getting into all of that legal trouble. Cat Williams has had quite a record in 2016. Matter of fact, let's go over it. So keep in mind, this is all 2016. February 28th, Williams and about 15 members of his entourage and security team were accused of physically attacking and stealing cell phones from 5 women who were visiting Atlanta for the weekend. March 8th, Williams was arrested for allegedly threatening to kill his bodyguard. February 28th, authorities said Williams and 2 acquaintances allegedly confined and assaulted Corey Dixon. It's our understanding that Mr. Williams was encouraging our victim, Mr. Dixon, to engage in some criminal activity in the Atlanta area. A Hall County Sheriff spokesman said on March 9th, authorities said Williams had violated a condition of a previous bond. Oh, and for some odd reason, a lot of you have seemed to have forgotten about this one incident specifically, but I didn't forget. On March 23rd, there was a video that showed Cat Williams in a fight with an Atlanta teenager, a child. He was in the Atlanta projects handing out cash and allegedly threw the first punch. Now, I saw the video. I'm not going to post the video. If you guys want to look it up, it's still posted by TMZ on YouTube. I saw the video. Cat threw the first punch, and the kid, it was a kid. He was a teenager. So he threw the first punch at a teenager. So why am I bringing this all up? Because during this time, and I remember this, during this time, Cat Williams was not looking how he was looking. He wasn't acting how he's acting now. And when all of these things were happening in 2016, a lot of you were saying Cat's on drugs. I don't know what he's doing. Cat fell off. I remember all of that. You guys were not in this man's corner the way that you are in now. You guys said that he had crackhead energy. Back then, you would not think that Cat Williams is as credible as he is now. So my question is to all of you is, why is that? Because again, I remember this time. It was unfortunate because again, Cat Williams is a dope comedian. Like, I love Cat Williams. But a lot of you just were not as supportive. But the second that, again, that he dropped some tea, all of you are, oh man, Cat's the greatest. Cat is this. Cat is that. He's telling the truth. Was he the greatest back then? Was he telling the truth back then? It's just so funny how fickle the internet is. Like, they can flip on you at the drop of a hat, and it is just insane to me. Like, you guys were never standing Cat Williams this hard. Like, he could never say anything wrong. Like, he could never do anything wrong. But as soon as he says something wrong or does something wrong, peace. Like, everybody is out of there. I don't know. I just noticed that this is just weird behavior. I've seen all the comments. I've seen it. It's just like, it's like people thrive off of negativity. Like, when someone drops, again, some tea or whatever, like, people are just like, oh man, he's right. Also, I think people are easily fed by some conspiracy theories too. Because Cat has said some, don't get me wrong, Cat would obviously know more than me because he's in Hollywood. But you still have to take whatever he says with a grain of salt. Unless there's actual evidence, like proof of other comedians stealing jokes. But you still have to take what he says as like with a grain of salt, because you're not there. You don't know unless there is actual evidence, there's actual proof. And again, I love Cat, I really do. I love Cat, but I remember this also. When Cat Williams got out of jail, I remember he made this video that was towards Kevin Hart. And I'm not gonna lie to you, he sounded like a hater to me. He sounded like a hater.
Show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full court basketball court, a boxing ring, 2 microphones for a rap cipher, or you can get your dusted in comedy on that stage. But it's $1 million up for each one. That's $5 million, Mr. 28 million in Forbes. I'll be bringing mine in cash, Mitch. Bring yours however you want. And since you're not a puppet, don't bring no white people with you then. That's a $5 million bet individually. You can take it all, or you can take it part and parcel. This is the new movement.
Now, granted, again, I don't know the ins and outs of Kevin Hart and Cat Williams' relationship. I do not. But this man just got out of jail at this point. He just got out of jail. One of the first things that he did was take shots at Kevin Hart, somebody who is doing extremely well during this time, like for a comedian. Stand-up special, movies, a lot of the same shit that Kevin Hart is doing now. He just sounded like a hater to me. It just sounded like Cat was coming off like a hater, and then he accused Kevin Hart of basically being an industry plant. I don't know that's true. This goes back into the point that I made earlier where I said people thrive off of conspiracy theories. Like, there's these people that are put in certain positions because the higher ups know that they're going to play ball the way that they want them to play ball. You feel me? Now, granted, Cat could be absolutely right. Kevin Hart could be the biggest plant that Hollywood has ever seen. But guess what? We don't know that. We don't know that. We genuinely don't know. And also, when he was talking about Kevin Hart, he made it seem like he just popped up one day and he was just famous. Kevin Hart's, like, his steps to fame, it took some time. The first time I remember seeing Kevin Hart was 40-Year-Old Virgin. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. That scene in the store, I thought it was so funny. And then Soul Plane, and then Paper Soldiers. And it's not like Paper Soldiers and Soul Plane were good movies. They were not. They were not. So the way that cat just basically insinuated that he just popped up and got all these opportunities, I don't see it that way. There could be something that he knows that I do not, but I really don't see that he just got all of these opportunities and all of this money from all these movies. Yo, the movies that Kevin Hart was making before was ass. Now, and keep in mind, I'm not even a huge Kevin Hart fan. I will say, a lot of you people that say Kevin Hart isn't funny, y'all niggas are capping. Y'all niggas are capping. If you don't think his stand-up is funny, fine. I can maybe get behind that, because after Laugh at My Pain, I think that's where I personally fell off of Kevin Hart, because I didn't think his jokes were as funny as they were, you know, to his previous specials. But for you guys just to say that he's not funny is wild. One of my favorite interviews that came out of the end of last year was the Funny Marco and Kevin Hart interview. Just Kevin Hart without doing stand-up, just him. He's hilarious. It's gold. Matter of fact, go check out that interview. It's comedic gold. Shout out to Funny Marco too. Hilarious. Anyway, bro, I'm so sick of people saying, ooh, Cat told no lies. Cat Williams told no lies. You can tell he's saying everything with a straight face. He not chuckling at all. He told no lies? Really?
At like 3 or 4 years old, you could read, not just a little child's book, but you could read.
Well, I'm saying when we go to Haiti to do missionary work, understand that my mother and my father, nobody that's there with us speaks French. And, I mean, it speaks Creole and reads French. So I'm in charge of everything, from the housing to the cars to the gardener. Like, I'm saying, so I'm not just reading, I'm reading in multiple languages. Like,
How old are you at that
I'm
time?
probably reading 3,000 books a year from the time that I'm 8 years old to the time that I'm 12.
Stop the cap.
3,000 books a year.
Stop the cap.
He also made a claim. Well, let me clarify. Apparently, because Shannon said this. Shannon said that he got college offers at the age of 7 years old.
Stop the cap.
You meaning to tell me that Cat Williams is just some sort of super genius and this just flew under the radar? But he tells no lies. 3,000. I don't think you guys know how hard it would be to read 3,000 books in 1 year. Like, bro, you have to finish multiple books in a day. Multiple, not just one. You have to read so many books in 1 day to fulfill that quota. 3,000? Get the hell out of here. That's cap. That's cap. Now, keep in mind, I'm not saying that Cat Williams isn't an intelligent guy. I'm not saying he's not smart. I'm just telling you that is very unlikely. Very unlikely for him to get into college at the age of 7 also. Oh, I'm sorry, not get into, but get an offer.
Stop the cap.
How did that fly? How the fuck did that fly under the radar? No one knew about that. So guys, I'm sorry. I really wasn't trying to make this video too lengthy, but I mean, at this point, it is what it is. But I really just wanted to point out that a lot of you were not riding for Cat Williams. Like, this is new. This is new. All of this shit is fake. You guys, a lot of you just like drama. And honestly, he might be talking about comedians and celebrities that you already don't like. So you're just hopping on the train and saying, oh, Cat is this, he's so great, blah, blah, blah. Bruh, it's fake. It's all fake. But to wrap this up, my brother actually said something. which rings just so true. He said Cat is basically doing what comedians do, talk shit and exaggerate. So whatever Cat Williams said, I just want you guys to take everything with a grain of salt unless there is actual evidence. That's all I'm saying. Do not blindly listen to anybody. Question everything. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree? Please do me a favor. Let me know how you feel in the comments down below. Again, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Follow the social media. Follow me on my Twitch. And yeah. Oh, do not forget to join the Discord as well. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.